Alright guys, welcome back to a new video. And so in today's video, what I'm going to be talking about is one of my favorite niche fragrance houses of all time. And many people would say that this house is overrated. Many people would say that this house doesn't have the same cachet that it once used to. But to be honest, I bought all of these colognes in the last 5 years and I have yet to have a problem with them. They're easily one of my most complimented colognes. They're the ones I like to reach for all the time. They're the ones that my dad really likes. They're just ones that I feel every man at some point in time should smell because they personify class, they personify wealth, they personify excellence. So without further ado, let's get into it. First one up. I'm sure everybody who's seen this box knows exactly what I'm talking about. This is Creed Aventus. This is easily one of, for me, a top 3 perfume of all time. Now, with me saying all this stuff, man, it just smells so nice. Me saying everything great about this cologne, there is one problem with this cologne. If you're expecting compliments from women, this is not the one out of the 4 that I'm going to mention. This is a masculine scent. This is a very much so a masculine scent. And what I mean by that is most women don't generally like this on men. They prefer a little bit more sweeter scents on men. But this, you'll get a lot of compliments from men. Like, my dad never compliments any of my colognes, but he really likes this one. In fact, he loves it so much, I got him a bottle for his 50th birthday. And, this is easily a top 5 scent for me. Just based off of smell. Performance is about 6 hours on skin, with 4 hours projecting, and then the last 2 hours it's more of a skin scent. But I think that if you're into cologne, if you're into the smelling game, this is easily one of the colognes that you have to smell. You just have to. It's like a rite of passage. With that out of the way, let's get into some of the more interesting ones. The next one, since I loved Creed Aventus so much, I went ahead and bought Creed Aventus cologne. Now this is one of the most beautiful orange and fresh scents. So take everything about the opening from Aventus, why people love it so much, and then make that more fresh, more bright, more vibrant. This is basically the opening in a bottle. This is not, doesn't have the smokiness, doesn't have the pineapple, doesn't have the black currant. This is just pure mandarin, fresh laundry type smell. It's a very, very nice aromatic mandarin orange smell. I think it's very, very nice. Now, there is a problem with this too. This is a little bit more feminine leading when it comes to, compliments and the factor in that retrospect. But even with that in mind, this doesn't last that long. This is probably 4 hours. If the normal Aventus I get 6 hours, I get about 4 hours with this. Now, if you go out and buy the first batch of Creed Aventus or the second batch, like you're spending, a few $1,000s on that cologne, those batches last a lot longer than the newer batches do. But this one doesn't last that long, but it smells so good. And for the 6 hours that I need this on my skin for, it's 4 hours long lasting, and then I'll carry a little decant around with me where I'll take a little bit of extra juice and I'll spray this on like midway through. If you're able to do that and you're willing to do that, this is a great scent, in my opinion. Now the next one. To me, this might be my favorite one. And there's a reason why this also was one of the most popular ones before Aventus came out. This is Green Irish Tweed. This is, a lot of royalty, a lot of very famous people say this is their favorite scent. And I see why. I love the way this smells. This is like, the Irish Spring soap bars that people have? Imagine that, but done to the most luxurious, the most clean, expensive smelling violet. It's that in a bottle. But the opening and the middle aren't the most important parts about this fragrance. To me, out of all my perfumery that I have, and I have well over 30 bottles, this has the best dry down of all of them. Hands down. No question about it. Like, hands down. the opening might not be for everyone, the middle might not be for everyone, but that dry down, the creaminess from the floral notes, the sharp green smell subdued, it just smells absolutely amazing. One of the best dry downs I've ever smelled. For performance-wise, I get about 9 hours with this. This is a newer bottle, and I still get about 9 hours with this. So performance is pretty good on this one. If I had to recommend a gentleman's scent, something that I can wear with a suit, something I can wear to the office every day and not really be worried about whether or not, you know, I'm smelling offensive or not, this is hands down the best scent. Sorry. This is easily one of the best office clean scents. And if you're a man who's trying to get a gift for their father, for for their office, or for their birthday, or for, you know, if you're a wife trying to get some gift for anniversaries, I think this is a perfect gentleman's scent. If you're above the age 30, you can really appreciate and respect this scent for what it is. And then the big daddy of them all, Absolut Aventus. Where do I start with this, fan? Where do I start with this? Oh, man. To me, this takes Aventus. This takes the DNA of Aventus, what makes Aventus so good, and takes it another level. This makes it smell so nice, so much better. What it basically does is it takes everything that's good about Aventus, puts it in, and pumps it up another level. This is a little bit more smokier, this is a little bit more evening leaning, this is a little bit more fresh with the pineapple and the blackcurrant. But the performance on this, oh yes. The OG batches of Aventus used to smell a little bit stronger, and they used to last a lot longer. This is basically that. But it also has a tad bit of sweetness in it, just a tad. Nothing where you would be like, oh, this is a gourmand. No, it's just a tad sweet that has like this very nice, long-lasting effect. I spray about four sprays of this, and I get about 15 hours on my skin. 12 hours is what normally I get, but then the extra 3 hours is because of that. It just lasts on my skin that much longer. And now I'm definitely somebody who has a little bit more luck with this scent because I bought one of the older batches of this. I don't think the newer ones last that long. They're like 10 hours, but even that is still a really good long-lasting scent. So if I was anybody who's trying to purchase Absolut Aventus, if you can get one of the older bottles, they last a little bit longer. And the smell is just fantastic. I have smelled the newer bottles, and the smell is the same thing. But I think the smell is fantastic. If you can, I would try to. I recommend all four of these because I own bottles of them. But this is hands down one of my most favorite scents. This is my dad's favorite scent in my entire collection. He loves all the creeds, but this one in particular he loves a lot. And so, if you're like a gentleman, if you're someone who's trying to, you know, exude confidence in every room that you enter, this is the one I'd go with. So hey guys, yep, that's all of my Creed Aventuses and Green Irish Tweed, all the creeds that I have in my collection. If you'd like me to review any other colognes, please let me know, and please like and subscribe and leave any comments that you might want to, and I'll see you in the next one.